Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so the law is working overtime down there in Memphis because it looks like, man, they've already got a warrant issued for one of the suspects in the Sauce Walka Sayso P shooting, man. This is quick, man. This is a very fast turnaround. And for those of you who are lost or have been, I don't know where the last couple of days, Sauce Walka and an artist of his by the name of Sayso P were in downtown Memphis when some gunmen jumped out of a car and randomly just started to shoot. Now, you could say it's at random, but the police say that this was a targeted hit. So let me correct that. Now, these gunmen were obviously on a mission. They wanted to take the life of either Sauce Walka or Sayso P, and they were covered up. A video was released yesterday, and it showed some of the visuals of what took place, and it was a gruesome shooting to say the least, man. These guys had no discretion in their situation. It was in the broad daylight, and they didn't care who was around. You saw people running in all directions. You saw Sauce Walka allegedly getting hit and then falling down to the ground and hopping away. Then you saw what looked like Sayso P hitting the ground and getting shot several times over and over again by these armed gunmen. Now, the gunmen were in the car that you see right there, which looks like a white Dodge Charger, maybe even a Hellcat, you know what I mean? Because they kind of have the same body style, if not the same body style, right? Well, it didn't take long after this video to be released for the law to find one of the suspects. And like I said, if they blurred out, you can't tell in this photo and in the video if they blurred out the license plates, because that's a common thing done by news publications. You know, you don't want to put out anybody's license plate or give out their identity because you don't know the repercussions or the ramifications of doing that. Might be a car that's not belonging to anybody who has to do with the situation. So people usually block that out. But there's something that they use to find one of the suspects allegedly, and a warrant has already been issued for his arrest. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this latest and greatest news and go down this news story and look at the mugshot and the picture of the suspect who they say is one of the people that took Sayso P's life and shot Sauce Walka. And I'm pretty sure Sauce Walka and his camp are probably wondering who this is. Now, I'm not saying they're going to do something or anything like that, but man, up until this point, it's been a mystery why this took place. But before we get to the news story, y'all do me a favor. Make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure y'all hit that notification bell, and man, let's get it. Okay, you see right there, this is a news story from the local news there in Memphis. And I want to say they put this out just a couple of minutes ago, and it is to the point and they get right to it. As you can see, they have a mugshot or at least a video camera footage. It looks like somebody was in a convenience store, one of the alleged shooters, and they have his face plastered. And there you go, so y'all can see, man. That's the face of one of the guys they say is responsible for the shooting death of Sayso P and also the shooting of Sauce Walka, man. It looks like somehow they found him on a camera in a convenience store. It looks like you see lottery tickets in the back there. It looks like he was at a convenience store and he probably jumped out of the car. They probably made some sort of critical mistake. He's obviously in the black hood, so this could have been taken the day of the shooting. They probably used cameras because now they have the cameras. They could trace you like you saw in the FBG Duck shooting. They just traced the cameras of the cars leaving from downtown. Once they seen what the cars were, they just went back to the cameras and saw them leaving and traced every camera, followed them all the way to the location where they were, and it ended up being in O Block, right? This situation looks like they probably followed the cameras, and then these guys probably hopped out at a convenience store. One of them took his hood off because he thought, okay, we're away from the shooting, it's time to take the hood down. Walked in the convenience store and they got him, man. And that's the best explanation for why they have this video or this picture of him, this still shot in a convenience store, man. Like I said, you got to be smart. You got to be quick to get over on the law today because that technology is no joke. And it is nothing for them to use cameras, dash cam cameras, vehicle cameras from trucks, you know, those white trucks, those white work trucks, those all got cameras. All Teslas have cameras. All those cameras can be used to track your movement from one location to the next without them even trying to, without that being the number one thing that they're trying to do. The police know they can go and look at all the camera footage from every exit camera, every stoplight camera, and just trace the car going to wherever it's going. And it looks like, man, they made a critical mistake by jumping out. And whoever this was, they jumped out and they were in a convenience store and put his hood down. And he's very easy to describe. Like, somebody is looking at this picture right now and be like, oh, man, that's so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is dead to rights caught if that's him. Now, I'm not saying he did this because, it's innocent until proven guilty. But, man, this looks bad. So, man, let's look at the rest of the story. All right, so you see the headline of the story right there. Warrant issued for suspect in deadly downtown shooting that injured rapper. $6,000 reward offered. You would think for a murder investigation, the reward would be higher, but they figured probably since they have his mugshot, or his face plastered like that, they don't even need to, nobody has to even put in that much effort to get that $6K. All they got to do is see him, be like, oh yeah, there's so-and-so right there. Let me go ahead and walk over here to the phone. Yep, he's over here. Yep, on West and West. Yep. Come get him. I want my money. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy with that. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a hard to figure out photo, man. So let's look at the story. All right, so the story goes like this. It says Memphis police issued an arrest warrant Wednesday for a suspect in a downtown shooting that killed one man and left a Houston rapper injured Saturday. So we know that injured rapper was Sauce Walka. We know the man who lost his life was Sayso P, man. And it's a sad situation how this all went down, man. And I wonder, we really going to get to a motive here? Now, it goes on to say Jayden Dandridge, 21 years old, one of them YNs, man, only 21 years old, them dang YNs, is wanted for the shooting near the Westin Hotel on Lieutenant George W. Lee Avenue. A $6,000 reward is being offered for information leading to his arrest. So once again, they offering $6K to lead to his arrest for any type of information that'll see him incarcerated. I'm saying that seems kind of low, but it is what it is. Now, Latorian Hunt, 27 years old, was pronounced dead at the scene, while Albert Mundane, 34 years old, also known by his stage name Sauce Walka, was transported to Regional 1 Health in non-critical condition. So Sauce Walka was in non-critical condition on the scene. Like, he took that leg shot, he went to the hospital, it was back to business. You saw him in good spirits in all the videos and things that he's released and all the dang promo that he's been doing. He's been talking to people in the local Memphis community. I'm pretty sure, man, he's been keeping his head on the swivel, but he can rest assured a little better knowing that, they on these cats. Like, if they ain't already boogie, they got a boogie because somebody in their camp probably will fold, man. And this guy, Jayden Dandridge, they got him dead to rights in this photo, man. So it looked crazy. Now imagine being Sayso P. You 27 years old. You knocking on the door of being a grown man, super grown man, right? And a YN take you out like this. Like, why in the world is a YN 21 years old out here looking for Sayso P, man? It just, you could tell there's a lot left to this story and a lot that was going on behind the scenes in order for this hit to be taken out. And rest in peace to Sayso P, excuse me. And rest in peace to Sayso P, and no disrespect, because we talk about these situations lightly, but a guy did lose his life, you know what I'm saying? So let's look at the rest of the story and what they've got to say. Now, okay, so here's the rest of the story. It says police have charged Dandridge with 1 count of first-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 2 counts of employment of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, and auto theft. All right, so it looks like they stole the car. The car that they used was stolen. So they stole the car in order to carry out the hit, which is common practice. Let's be real. Most drive-bys are done in stolen cars. Most walk-up shootings or hits are done in stolen cars, man. And they usually find the car first, steal the car, and then make the move with the car immediately and try to burn the car, trash the car, or something like that, or just leave it somewhere at random. But man, once you do that, like we saw in the Young Dolph case, your DNA is going to be all in the car, your fingerprints. You don't remember every little spot that you touched in that car or something like that. You'd have to be on some, Den of Thieves type stuff, man, to really get away from something like that, man. Especially if you're going to stay in the same city, man. But these guys were obviously on some crash out stuff, and, I wonder what it was about. Now, the story continues by saying that investigators retrieved the stolen white 2021 Dodge Charger 392 Scat Pack in connection to the case. See, man, I knew it was a Charger, man. You could tell it's a distinct look to those Chargers, to those Hellcats, to those Challengers, you know what I'm saying? And it would make sense that they stole a Charger, man. And I hate to profile a car, but anybody who knows those Scat Packs, those Chargers, those Challengers, man, anything with an SRT or a Hemi is always getting stolen, man. Those cars stay getting stolen, man. That's why a lot of people are starting to stay away from them, even though people do love the speed and the fact that, you know, it's still kind of like a traditional American muscle car, man. But look, it looks like, man, they stole the car thinking that would be a good way to get away with this shooting. But it looks like they retrieved the car. And once they retrieved the car, it was just about tracking the car and finding out who was in it, if they had stopped anywhere. And I'm pretty sure they took this in a convenience store. I ain't gonna lie, this photo of the suspect, this Jayden Dandridge. Now, it ends by saying Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis said police used surveillance cameras and other data to piece together vital information in less than 12 hours. Peep that, bruh. In less than 12 hours, they were able to put in some vital information or find out some vital information in regards to the case, man. Like I said, you already know what they did. They took the videos from the cameras on each of the streets, pieced it together, and was like, man, they have training on doing this stuff. You know what I mean? So it was nothing for them to do. They already knew what to get to. They was like, oh, we got the car on camera downtown? All right, so they pieced it together. All you had to do was make one slip up, one stop using that same car, one anything using that same car, and they were able to say, okay, this is our suspect right here. Got him dead to rights. He just hopped out the car. Oh, he still got on the black hoodie. Done deal. You know what I mean? This is a crazy situation. And I can't wait to find out what in the world was the motive. Because why in the world did they hit Sauce Walka up? The Memphis Police Department's homicide unit has worked tirelessly around the clock to bring justice to the victims and their families, Davis said. So, man, it looks like they feel like they got one of the suspects. It looks like there's three other suspects out there, and we'll see if they'll be able to arrest them as well. But, man, this is a crazy development in the case. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation, man. Do y'all think that, hey, man, the police, it just ain't no getting away with anything these days? Technology is always going to lead back to you if you're out there committing crimes. So just don't do crime, man. And two, this got a lot of publicity. This was a high-profile shooting, man. High-profile shootings involving rappers, if you notice lately, they've been on the ball with solving them or getting to them quick. You know what I mean? I've been noticing that. Like, they've been really, really getting to a lot of these shootings quick, man, because I don't think they still have a suspect in the Big Juke shooting, do they? And you would think that as much publicity as that would have got some. But since Sauce Walka got hit and it ended up making CNN, CNBC, and all this, it ended up bringing an extra level of scrutiny and an extra level of attention. And now you have a situation where these cats are probably going to get found out super quick. Only 12 hours it took. 12 hours to piece together those videos to find the car, then to find one of the suspects. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.